you very much for giving me the time. It's nice to finally get down here in the sun. At least it's just like one day. I arrived last night and I moved straight away, but it's still nice. And I think the thing is just to kind of reposition Color Wow for you very quickly. I know we came in however many months it was ago to actually launch the wet line to you, and when we launched the cover up to you as well, with the kind of promise of what we were going to do and the direction we kind of lead as a company, which ultimately comes from Gail, our founder, and what she wanted to do 5 years ago when she made Color Wow was create this exquisite, kind of small, powerful capsule collection of a product line specifically for the trade, okay? To help the trade. What is nice about Gail? Two things. First of all, it is her own company throughout. She owns it wholeheartedly. So there's no investors kind of telling her what to do. So she can do everything at her own speed and at her own time. And everything can be done by her. And I think that gives you an angle because you can spend 3 years making one product and it doesn't matter. And when she set out to make Color Wow, the other thing is she doesn't need Color Wow. She's incredibly successful. You know, she's made a lot of money in her life. So Color Wow, it's more just like this kind of fun, kind of incredible project for her because she loves the trade. She still personally owns her salons. She just opened a brand new one in London when I was just there recently. It's incredible. So she's got salons in Spain, in New York, London. So she still owns them. So she has this real passion for the hairdressing trade and the business. So when she launched Color Wow, she wanted to do something different and make something kind of innovative that's actually going to like help the industry and progress the industry. Because when she was like working with Zotos back in the day, some of you guys will know, she had this education team called the Design Group or something, and it was like one of the most renowned like education teams back in the day. And still, you still look at like some hair shows to this day, and there's still these kind of crazy like avant-garde still, and it drives her insane because she's like, that stuff is crazy. She said, I was doing this stuff 35 years ago. And that's what drives her nuts about kind of the industry, the professional industry. And everything she does is to progress and to do something different. So when I remember when we stood in front of you, and Dennis was had some really good questions when we presented one shampoo for everybody. It seems insane, but she didn't do it because it's some like crazy gimmick. She did it because it actually makes complete sense. Because it is a forward-thinking like attitude and it's an innovation. We make one shampoo because all you want to do when you wash your hair is clean it. Then we'll put all our innovation, all our money, all our effort into creating the next best styling product. Which obviously, as you know, we kind of have a saying in our office, it's like BDC and ADC, before Dreamcoat and after Dreamcoat. Okay? Yeah. Ali Berger owns that one, okay? Who's our marketing whiz. You know, and that's the difference because we made a promise when we came in and launched it. We said we're not going to line extend our shampoo because you don't need to. You know, we could make Dreamcoat and I could easily be standing here with a Dreamcoat shampoo and conditioner, and you could probably sell the hell out of it. But it's not what we're about. We're about just advancing, okay, and doing something new. And I will tell you, in probably the last 10 or 15 years, there's been very few like miraculous innovations within styling. One of them you have, which is Brazilian blowout. Hands up, that is genius. Makes salons tons of money, genius product, great line, great marketing, the whole thing, you have it. The other thing really is Moroccan oil, but ultimately that is a serum, it's a silicone-based, product, and then you have Dreamcoat. So the woman, Gail Federici, who actually pioneered putting silicons on the hair. When she made Frizzy serum back in the day, nobody used silicone on the hair. It was actually insane to actually think about it 30 years ago, whatever it was. Then, every Frizz product you look at in the market, silicons, through and through. So the woman who told you to put silicone on your hair is now with that advancing, that pioneering kind of attitude, is giving you Dreamcoat, which you guys is insane. You have an exclusive on the biggest product launch in the last 15 years, without question. And in Florida, it's even more insane. I mean, we've yes had the stock problems, I understand it's been stressful. I can tell you we haven't even launched into Europe yet. Only the UK, Canada and the US has Dreamcoat 7 months on. And they were desperate for it when we first launched. So we will continue giving you an exclusive and continue to give you as much stock as possible whilst it kind of grows. So it's incredible, but moving on, she doesn't like stop there. This is just like the tip of the iceberg. What I hope it has done now is made you realize and look back at the rest of the line and think, actually, yeah, Mike, the Salon Centert you carry that kind of love it. And yeah, they do love that one shampoo because it's simple. And yeah, that popping lock is genius. Those mousses are awesome. Oh yeah, maybe every product does have that level of innovation. It just took the Dreamcoat to turn on the light bulb and become kind of full circle. But as we move forward, the product launches, I can tell you, in the future, in August, and then moving on, are crazy. Like crazy. Because we're on a roll, okay? And it will only be like one SKU. It won't be like, oh, something in this, a little collection with a shampoo and conditioner and this and the three. It'll be one SKU. And then the next thing to come out will be one SKU. And they were all designed to change the game, okay? So that's what we do as a company. So take note, because we're now on a rocket ship. I mean, I can tell you, I thought I worked hard before January, but January, I tell you, it's killed me. Like, I even missed your conference call, and that is very, and I apologize, and that is very unlike me to like miss something, but I completely like space, so I apologize for that. But, so we're just gonna show you a few little things. So this is a new video, and Rich has been very clever, and I'd love Rich to just say something if we just get a minute. But use the power of social media. The videos that we give you are genius. We do a lot of support in this area as well. We actually do targeted Facebook advertising. The leads you guys get are insane. We just had one this morning, Pete, like someone in Florida wanted to order some products, and we sent it straight to Pete. So there's an order sitting there on the table for someone in this room, which is great. She wants to try the Dreamcoat. She's heard all about it. She's ordered one. So that then, Rich has just said, like, that can turn into like, how many deals did you just sell today?
Well,
he's not even met.
60 bottles, and this is her second or third or fourth order.
Yeah, and he's not even met this salon. She just saw it on a video that Rich posted, you know, and that is the power. We give you these videos. They're small, clever, concise. You just put them up on your social media. You should tell every single salon that you go into, share these videos, tell people you have it, put it on your Facebook, the little droppers, because your Facebook, you know, feeds into so many different things. So we just made a new video recently, so I'll play this one for you, which is kind of cool. Did you have a question?
Yeah, two.
Okay.
First question is, were those flattering?
Some of them were.
Second question is, why do you guys not position it for hairstyles other than smoothing and straightening?
Because this is where you're going to make your most money, and it's the most impact. You know, I could put a little video up of me doing a body blowout. You guys, it's not going to make an impact when you put it into the salon. Salons want to see, like I watched that video, I did the before and afters, I didn't know they were making into this, they pulled it off my Instagram. I want to like touch that hair, it's like liquidy butter, that hair. So when a hairdresser watches that, even though I did them, I watch it and I'm like, man, that looks good. I want a piece of that. Okay, so that's why we do it. And videos that he puts out of me doing body blow dries very effectively.
Okay.
Now, just to go over there very quickly, the application, which is key, and the usage, just so you all kind of know it in your mind.
Okay.
Saturate the hair from root to tip, taking sections, inch sections. There, Pete has it there, the How to Wow video, okay? So use that and share it about. So you go from root to tip and you saturate the hair, you blow dry it in, the heat and the dryer will activate the Dreamcoat on your hair, which is what creates the hydrophobic barrier, okay? And also what changes the texture. The reason we made this is Dreamcoat is not just to waterproof your hair. Exactly like John said, it changes the texture of your hair like you couldn't believe, especially when the product feels like water and it smells like water. I mean, it's kind of crazy, really is insane, okay? So this is just one tool. You spray it on, you blow dry it in, it's activated, that's great. If you have a coarser texture, like a couple of the models in there, flat ironing is not necessary, but it will enhance the results, okay? So take it, flat iron, it will enhance the results, so you can use a flat iron with it on a much coarser textured hair, but you don't have to, okay? If you want to put body into the hair and then use the Dreamcoat, you must use your body products first. Use the carb cocktail, use the raise the root in the root area, the carbs on the end to get that body, and then take some sections and spray it through each section. Okay? Maybe not as much as if I was doing it straight, but enough. Because what you're going to do, you're going to blow dry that hair with a ton of body, but what you've done, you've given it a complete like sheath against moisture. Because really, moisture and humidity is the only thing that kills styles. That's what's crazy about it. It makes a straight look go puffy, and it makes a body look go flat. So if you can, whatever you do to the hair, if you can protect it with no weight whatsoever, that's your power, okay?
How would you use raise the root in with the Dreamcoat?
I would use it on the root, okay? And I would use it before. Whatever you put on the hair,
Before.
it has to be the last wet styling product you use. Very important. I can go in, one second, Dennis, I can go in and tell a hairdresser, don't put anything else on, just use our cocktails or our raise the root and don't put any other product with Dreamcoat. They are going to put other products with Dreamcoat. I know that. That's why it has to be the last wet styling product.
So what you're suggesting on John's question, if you're using the raise the root,
Yes.
you blowing that out and then saturating it again?
No, what I would do is, if I was using raise the root, I would first of all get the carb cocktail, put it through the mid-lengths and ends. I would take section by section wet and spray on my raise the root all through the hair. Then I would mist through my Dreamcoat.
Okay, so.
Then I would lift all the roots up and I would blow it and set it, rollers, wave it, whatever you want to do afterwards.
Okay, so that blow dryer is actually
Yeah.
addressing both those problems.
Exactly, when you activate it. And it really is that quick, like, activation. It's like, oh, bless you, all you're doing is protecting your style with the Dreamcoat. And I'm telling you guys, you should all be on like a rocket ship at the moment. I mean, look, your temperature's heating up. You've got this crazy, like, exclusive on this product. I would literally just be running with it. Rich. And that, the Dreamcoat is so powerful, all on its own, you know?
Yeah, but one thing I discovered while we were doing our
Mhm.
demos is that we had people come up to us time and time again, and they said, "Did you color her hair?" And we're like, "No." And I said, "Did the Dreamcoat did that?" And then he said, "It's the shampoo that preps the hair properly." So
Yes.
that is key in making sure that you get the best Dreamcoat
Yeah.
also.
But not necessary. I know John's about to say. It's not necessary, but yes, and I don't want to go into the shampoo because you'll all start like nodding off and I'll go on and on and on. But the shampoo I'm obsessed with. It's actually my favourite thing in the whole line by far. Because, and like Rich says, every single salon I do a demo, anywhere in the world, I will wash that hair like 2 or 3 times, get it really clean, spray on one styling product, blow dry it, and hairdressers all over the place are like, my hair has never looked better. I mean, that gives you a lot of power as a representative of a brand, as a hairdresser, as wanting to impress a salon with something new. Just say, try that shampoo, try that Dreamcoat, give it a go. You know? Crazy, crazy results. Because the hair looks exquisite. You can see just from those before and
So
after.
keep it as simple as possible.